This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Winslow High School. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As I'm Aaron Hewish, I'm joined by Joe Clare, Mel, our producer, as well as RJ, Linden, and Triggs on the cameras tonight. And we get set for the Snowflake Lobos coming in to take on the Winslow Bulldogs. We're going to start off with our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. And Coach Jerron Jordan for the Bulldogs told me he has one player that was sick, didn't disclose who it was, but said they are in lineup, and he's not sure what kind of playing time they'll get, but he did say they're not going to have to adjust their lineup. For the Snowflake Lobos, any injuries to report?
Nothing, just two boys sick at practice, but they are both here, so and
as
available.
We get set for the start of this game, so that is our Summit Healthcare Injury Report. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. As we move now to our Ace Hardware pregame. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key. Replace any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And other than the fundamental dribbling, passing, shooting, what are some of our keys to the game, Mr. Clare?
Well, after watching the girls' game, it's got to be turnovers. Who's going to win that turnover battle? I would assume Jerron's going to come out and press and be aggressive on their home court. And I think Snowflake's got to get other people involved and find out who's going to be that secondary scorer or come out as a primary scorer tonight and who wins the glass tonight.
Perfect. We're going to go ahead and take a break while they do the national anthem. We're going to come back and give you the rest of our Ace Hardware pregame. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we finish our Ace Hardware pregame. Turnovers, as we have the starting lineups going on in the background here. For the Winslow Bulldogs, what do you have to do?
Winslow's got to control the pace of the game. I know Snowflake wants to get up and go. Winslow's got to handle the paint as well. In the previous matchup in a tournament, Jaden Curtis pretty much dominated inside, was able to get whatever he wanted, then went outside and got some threes. If they get that again tonight, they have a really good chance of winning this game.
Now, one of the things with that is Snowflake did win that, but it was in a tournament, and we all know that those tournament matchups are a little bit different. So Winslow on their home court tonight, Snowflake traveling up. Is there anything different you expect from that game to this game?
I expect a lot of the same. The reason Snowflake won that game is they had 3 people over 15 points. That's why they won that game. And
so they shot well.
And they don't have that very often during the season. So they need that again this year, this game, or it might be a long night.
So one of the things in our Ace Hardware pregame here is it seems that where are we at with this rebound battle? Because Winslow likes to take their swing guys and they crash and they can do the damage, but Snowflake seems to have an advantage on those boards. And so do they use that? I mean, they obviously have to use that advantage, but what are we looking for in the form of underneath in the rebound game?
So Snowflake has the height advantage. The problem is Winslow usually has the scrappy battle, one. Snowflake has really struggled this year actually boxing out and getting a body. So if they don't get a body on Winslow tonight, they're going to give up a bunch of rebounds, and second chance points could be huge in this game.
And Winslow, coached by Coach Jerron Jordan. We both know him. You know him a little bit better than I do, but as far as coaching goes, he's one of the best. And
love the guy.
He's even a better person than he is a coach.
Absolutely. I coached against him for many years in the girls, and he's a close friend of mine in the coaching ranks. And I just am truly grateful to have known him and grateful to see him coaching the Winslow boys now.
I'm glad to see him back in the saddle too, as the tip is controlled by the Winslow Bulldogs. Jones wins the tip, but it goes, and the battle of the ball is won by the Bulldogs. Now it's going to be a jump ball, so it goes right to the Lobos, as we've already negated the center court jump tonight. Jones with the inbound. Jones to, that's Liam Brewer to Udall. Udall tries to dribble behind his back. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to be tipped. It's going to be tipped by Antonio Nezzi. Now, Joe, you have to notice that we have Anthony Nezzi, number 24, and Antonio Nezzi, number 35. So if that's not going to confuse us, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm glad you're out here calling the names.
Well, we'll do our best. Landon Clare to inbound. Landon Clare to Jones. Jones back to Clare. Clare tries to put a shot underneath. No good. Rebound. Curtis. Curtis forward now to Jacoby Chi. Chi right. Guarded by Clare. Chi's going to look, put up three-point, guarded by Clare, no good. Rebound, Jones. Jones with the ball for the Lobos. Jones forward to Udall. Udall to Clare. Clare over to Brewer in the corner. Brewer now goes to his left, inside to Woodside. Back out to Clare. Clare drives the lane, left side, right hand. Good. Landon Clare. 2 points for the Lobos.
Yeah, those are the times you got to take that, and great passing around the horn and able to get an easy drive there for Snowflake.
Nezzi with the ball for Winslow. Inside now to Curtis. Curtis, fadeaway jump shot. Rings in and out, no good. Rebound. It was actually tipped by Woodside. It rings around and it's grabbed by the Lobos. So Woodside, although helped the rebound, he didn't get the cause. Lobos now with the ball. They're going to send Jones to inbound.
Antonio Nez with the first foul. Nezzi. Antonio.
You know what?
Foul.
We're just going to have to go. That's why you're here. Is, guys, I have to have someone smarter than me at all times. And Joe is clearly smarter than me. Clare with the ball. Clare being picked up by Chi. Over now to Woodside. Back to Udall. Udall spins. Looks like he moved his pivot foot, but apparently he didn't move it enough. Brewer now with the ball. Brewer to his right. Guarded by Taylor. Out top to Clare. Clare left, right. Clare moves, jump shot. No good. Rebound. Udall with the rebound. Don't know how he can that. He goes up for the shot. It is blocked. Blocked by Chi. Forward now to David. David to Chi. Chi, three-point shot. Comfort. Fit. Dentures. Jacoby 3-point, 3-2. Winslow on top. 2 minutes gone in this game to Udall. Udall puts it up. That's an air ball over the backside. Out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds on Curtis. Going to belong to the Lobos underneath their own basket. Clare to inbound. Clare gets the ball from Mr. Sosi, one of our officials for tonight. Clare looks. Now against the Brewer. Brewer now sends it out to Jones. Jones being guarded by David. Forward now to Clare. Clare picked up by Chi. Clare goes to his right. Clare looks to put a three. He doesn't. Gives it to Woodside. To Brewer as a whistle, and we're going to get a foul. And that's going to go on number 35. Antonio.
That's going to be his second quick.
That's going to be a second foul.
Quick fouls.
And please tell me they're not bringing Anthony in.
Nope.
And that's Jeremiah Akothley. I hope I get that right, folks. As Nezzi's going to have, and we got to point out that Antonio Nezzi is a freshman playing for the Bulldogs, and sometimes freshmen do freshman things like that and get their fouls quick.
Yep.
Back out
and
to
not
Brewer.
Just freshmen.
Brewer puts it into Woodside. Woodside puts it up for two. 4-3 lead for the Lobos.
Great assist there by Liam Brewer. Seeing that pass, I don't even know if Jaron saw it, but it got right to him, and great lead there.
And Woodside, not his game against Valley Christian, but the game before, I believe it was Friday night, he had a very good game against, was it Alchese?
Yes.
Yeah, he had a good game against Alchese as, wow, Acothley spins around, puts it up. That's going to be no good. Forward now to Jones. Jones to Claire. Claire with 2 points, and Claire just being solid, doing what he has done all year. And I've said this for a couple of years now, is when Landon is in the game, Landon can take control. As there's a 3-point shot that is going to be no good by Chi. He's going to get, Acothley gets the rebound. David now with the ball. David guarded by Jones. David puts up about a 16-foot jumper, no good, rebound Jones. And I've said this about Claire, is when Claire's on the court and the ball goes in his hands, there's a lot that can happen. Udall with the ball. Udall drives, misses. It's no good. It's picked up by Woodside, and it's going to be 2 points. And we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. This is Show Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Show Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as Winslow is going to inbound it down 8-3. Took a quick 30-second timeout. Ball now ends up in the hands of Chi. Chi working off a screen from Curtis. As Chi throws a far court pass to David. David has a look at a three. He doesn't take it back to Chi. Over now to Acothley. Acothley to his left. Acothley, NBA range 3-point shot. Jeremiah Acothley, 3-point shot for the Winslow Bulldogs. 8-6 now in favor of the Lobos. Claire with the ball. Claire with the ball for the Lobos. Over now on the far side. Dribbles to the middle, top of the key. Now he looks to drive as he's going to lose it out of bounds. We're going to get a whistle. Oh, no, it's not out of bounds. We get a whistle and we get a foul, and that's going to be on Acothley. That's going to be his first personal. That's going to be the third team of the Bulldogs. Antonio Nezzi with the 2.
So one thing Snowflake's doing right now on defense is they're going underneath the screens, and that's hurting them. Winslow's hit 2 threes because of defenders going underneath the screens.
As Gian Jones attempts an NBA range 3, and it's going to be no good. And Liam Brewer flies in and grabs that, but he's whistled for the foul, and great job by our replay team, and I see what the officials saw on that play.
Absolutely. Reward the box out. Great box out by the defender, and Jaron just needs to fight around or let that rebound go.
Chi with the ball. Chi over to Acothley. Acothley back to Curtis. Curtis left, right. Working on Woodside, who was defending him. Out of bounds. They're saying it was out on, I believe they're saying it was out on Woodside. Ball is now going to belong to the Bulldogs. Chi to inbound.
All right, I'm turning off my screen.
Chi to David. David left, right. Now David out of 3-point range to Acothley. Acothley goes to his right. Spins at the free throw line. Puts up about a 9-footer. That's going to be good. Jeremiah Acothley, 2 points. We saw him at Blue Ridge last week with an amazing game. Udall with the ball. Udall to the top of the key to Woodside. Woodside over to Claire. Claire doing the ball handling duties this quarter for the Lobos. Now Claire loses it. It's going to be kicked, batted around. We're going to get a tie-up. As Liam Brewer almost got it, we're going to kick, we're going to get a tie-up. And it's going to go a jump ball, which I believe is going to belong to the Bulldogs.
Yep. Yeah, just no one coming to the ball. Got a loose ball there. Another turnover for Snowflake. That's 3 turnovers for Snowflake, 2 for Winslow right now.
Ball is inbound into the backcourt to Chi. Chi now over to the time strike, guarded by Claire. Over now to David. David back to Chi. Chi inside to Curtis. Curtis being guarded by Woodside. Curtis, fadeaway jump shot, and I believe that Woodside got a piece of that. As now it's forward to Udall. Udall pushes it down. 1-on-3 fast break. Udall goes, falls to the floor. And they're going to say out on Udall and go to the Bulldogs as Ian Benali checking in for the Winslow Bulldogs.
So 4th turnover, just a little out of control there for Jet. There was contact, but I think there was a little bit too much out of control to get a call there.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, and I thought it might have been tipped, but it did go straight out of bounds, so ball's the Bulldogs. We are 8-8, knotted up in this game. We get a whistle, we get an offensive foul, as they're going to give an offensive foul to Acothley. That's going to be the 4th team, and that's going to be Acothley's 2nd costly personal. he is a guy that they cannot afford to get in foul trouble early.
Yeah, and that was just a little too wide. That's an emphasis this year for the officials. You got to stay shoulder width, and he got really wide and leaned into that, so an offensive foul there.
Udall with the ball. Udall now goes to his left, looking for Jones. Jones knocked away. Steele. Steele's going to be credited to Taylor. Benali with the ball. Excuse me. Anthony Nezzi with the ball. As we get a whistle and we get a foul, as we look at a great job by our replay crew here, as we're going to get an and one. They're going to call that on Jones. Taylor's going to go to the line with an and one, as now it is 10-8, and it's flipped a little bit. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left as Taylor goes to the line to shoot his first free throw. Excuse me, his and one free throw. It's no good. Rebound. Brewer tries to get it, but kind of not a ton of effort immediately, as Brewer didn't think it was going to bounce to him. It did bounce to him. Ball, however, goes out of bounds on Taylor. Back to the Lobos. Jones to inbound. Jones, Angelo Martinez to Brewer to Claire. Claire looking to direct traffic. Claire now dribbles with his left over to Angelo Martinez. Back to Claire. Claire to Jones. Jones free throw jumper. No good. Rebound. Anthony Nezzi, number 24. Now to Chi. Chi over on the near side. Working in front of the Snowflake bench. Back in the middle to Acothley. Acothley now right. He throws up about a 15-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. Rebound is Gian Jones. Jones looking to push it. It's a 3-on-3. Jones takes it. Almost takes it coast to coast. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Bulldog. And if you look at that replay,
it went off his leg.
I think it actually did go off his leg, but you got to give Anthony Nezzi credit, because he could have got called for a foul there real easy. Claire inbounds to Woodside. Woodside puts it up. Now, you watch this team a lot more. Obviously, your son Landon plays on it, which is okay. But I've seen Woodside progress this year, because the first couple games I saw him, I was a little worried about how it was going to be. But he casually put that one in, and he's got 6 already for the Lobos. As Chi puts up a shot, and he's going to be fouled. It's 10-10. They're going to call that on number 12, Liam Brewer, and Chi is going to go to the line to shoot too. So talk about what you've seen out of Woodside this year.
Well, he's always been pretty good at finishing the basketball around the hoop. The problem he had earlier in the year is catching the ball on passes, his hands, and he has progressed. He's catching it better. He's able to focus on that. They work a lot in practice on that. But go to that shot there. Liam Brewer's got a big problem. He's always had it. He loves to jump for the shot. It's the cool thing nowadays to block the shot, and he got into trouble there with that and sent Chi to the line.
So Chi's going to make his first free throw. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. So Chi with 4 on the night. Woodside leading all scorers right now with 6. And Joe, talk about the turnover battle and where we're at with that.
Turnovers, 5 turnovers for Snowflake. Winslow, 3 turnovers. Not a huge discrepancy. The biggest thing, one of the keys to the game we talked about, Aaron, was points spread out through Snowflake, and right now they have 2 people scoring.
They have 2 scores, and they're down 11-10.
Yep.
Chi with the second free throw is Winslow. Coach Jordan, and it's interesting to watch Coach Jordan, because we're obviously on that bench, but how he talks to his players, it is a very kind but firm talking to, and they totally respond to their coach. And I can't say enough good about Jerron Jordan. And you were telling me earlier that he has a son coming up and is in 8th grade right now, and he's going to be, as Chi makes his second free throw, he'll be a contributor to the program. We're not sure exactly where for the next few years. And so Winslow looks like they have Coach Jordan for a while.
And I think that's a good thing.
As Claire goes into Leduc, Leduc kicks it out to Jones. Jones, it's going to bounce once, bounce twice, and we have another scorer for the Lobos as Jones puts it in. We're not at all up at 12 here, folks. As the pass goes forward to Chi, it's knocked out by Brewer.
And Snowflake went into a half-court press, and so we'll see how this goes here.
Chi with the ball for the Bulldogs. Chi puts up about an 18-foot jumper, and that's going to be good. And there's not a lot of defenses in the book that tell you how to control something like that. Claire now with the ball. Claire to Jones. Jones now to Brewer. Brewer left, right, way over pass to Martinez. That's going to be knocked out by Anthony Nezzi, but it's going to belong to the Lobos. 39 seconds left. However, 25 on the shot clock. Lobos down 2, 14-12. A chance to tie it or possibly go ahead. Martinez into Claire. Claire at the top of the key. Now Claire goes working off screen from Leduc. Claire, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Jones. Jones now with a fresh shot clock. Left, right. as he's forced out. Actually, he's not forced out. He goes out. There was a little bit of body checking, but he had stepped out before that happened. Jones with the turnover. Winslow ball. As we're going to need a whistle, we're going to get double dribbles. They're going to call Anthony Nezzi with a travel as Juiz Soki.
And the time before that, Winslow pass, got an open shot to cheat. That time, he tried to dribble through the pressure and ended up with a turnover.
Martinez now to Claire after the inbound from Jones. Claire to Martinez. Martinez looking for Brewer. There's going to be a kick, and we're going to have, I believe the shot clock is off, so we have 11.7 seconds left in the quarter. Brewer to Martinez.
Did you say the corner was
Martinez now to Jones. Jones with the free throw line now. Jones takes a step inside the free throw line. It's going to go no good. Rebound is to Claire. Claire off. Chi with the ball for the Bulldogs. As that's going to be no good, we're going to go to the end of the first quarter with the Winslow Bulldogs up on the Snowflake Lobos, 14-12. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com. As we start a Northland Pioneer College tip-off of the second quarter. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off to the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education, Northland Pioneer College. As the Lobos go down, however, turn it over. Ball ends up in the hands of Chi for the Bulldogs. Chi, that's almost coast to coast for Chi as he misses it. Shot is no good. Rebound Leduc. Leduc forward to Woodside. Woodside has to save it from going out of bounds. Then he sends it back to Christian Smith for 2 points.
Yeah, great hustle there. Great by Jaron Woodside. I was just going to talk. We talked about before. Jaron Woodside missed that pass down low, which created a turnover. But that he did great hustle and ended up with an assist.
I was impressed with Leduc coming through and getting that rebound. Leduc guarding the much, I wouldn't say bigger Taylor, because let's face it, Jacob Leduc is one of the most athletic guys out on that court right now.
He's the most physically athletic kid. Basketball athleticism, he has some growing pains still, but he hustles all the time.
You know what they say? They say basketball is the great equalizer of athleticism. Baseball is what sets everybody apart, because athletes can't be ball players and ball players can't be athletes. But yet some athletes can't play baseball. So Snowflake with another turnover. Back to a Cothley. He's going to take a shimmy step. He's going to be whistled for the travel. But Lobo ball.
Yeah, we got 4 quick turnovers in this quarter by both teams combined.
I love the fact, Joe, that you are keeping turnovers, because it makes such a difference when you look at the stat on how teams are getting back in the game and what they're doing. And ultimately, it just seems that the turnover battle is the winner of the game. As Martinez gets the ball, Smith cuts under the basket. Smith puts up a quick 2 points, and just like that, the Lobos on top, 16-14. Chi with the ball for the Bulldogs. Chi now at the top of the key. Now Chi looks to drive. Chi over on the far side, I believe that's Taylor. Inside to Curtis. No good as Woodside takes a step and falls to the floor. Guerra forward to Claire. Claire dribbles left, dribbles right, puts it up and in. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Claire. And I got to look at the replay to see, as a Cothley was in there, it didn't look like Claire lowered his shoulder. It looked like almost incidental contact, but when a body goes that's not a flop, it gets called. David,
so 100% a charge there. Lannon had a wide open pass out to the corner. He should have hit that and just let fight another day. I'm not a big fan of the sub right there. The group that was in there for Snowflake was in a 6-0 run, there, and it just changes the momentum a little bit. So we'll see how they adjust to that.
So Chi gets the ball. He's guarded by Smith, and LeDuc now gets a steal. Ends up in the hands of Claire. Back to Smith to Woodside, and now we have a free-for-all in the court as Woodside grabs it. He gets it back up to Smith, now to LeDuc. LeDuc looking to drive. LeDuc dishes off to Woodside. Woodside blocked by David. Excuse me. Yes, Woodside blocked by David is a whistle, and we're going to get a foul, and I think LeDuc's going to get his first personal of the game. That's going to go to Winslow, as that's the Lobos' second team foul of the quarter. LeDuc's first personal. The Lobos are up 16-14. 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. Chi with the ball. Chi over to Akothley. Akothley left, right, now right, being guarded by Udall. Akothley now inside to Taylor. Taylor up and in, but he's going to be fouled. I think that's going to be LeDuc's second personal. No, they're going to go Woodside.
Once again, jumping for every shot fake. You can't do that, especially against these res teams. They have great footwork. They pump fake very, very well. They get you up in the air and create problems for you.
Taylor misses his first free throw.
It's his second, by the way, Jaron Woodside.
That is Woodside's second, so we're going to get Jones going to check back in, most likely for him. Jones is going to go. Now, when they make that substitution, Joe, is Gian taking over that role, or are they running a different offense now that they're dedicated big guys out of there?
No, they're running the same offense, most likely. Gion's been playing a post position all year, so we'll see how that goes.
Taylor makes his second shot. Ball's inbounded by the Lobos. To Claire, to LeDuc, to Smith. Over now in the corner to Udall. Udall left right now. Udall's going to drive. Udall goes. He tries to put it up, but it's going to have a hand put on it by Taylor. So that's going to be considered a jump ball, and that's going to belong to the Bulldogs. Akothley to inbound.
Yeah, just out of control there. Just jump stop and hit the nice jumper. Fundamental basketball, right, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. Curtis with the ball. Akothley now back to Curtis. Curtis three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. Jaden Curtis. And this Winslow team is up 18-16 right now. As Claire with the ball. Claire left right now. Claire drives. Left side right hand. Up and in. Landed Claire. 2 points. Chi with the ball. Chi guarded by Smith. Smith almost knocks it away. Now it goes forward to Curtis. Curtis gets it, loses it, gets it back into Taylor. Taylor puts it up and in. 2 points. We got a tie ball game. No, we don't have a tie ball game. 2018, my bad, folks. 2018 Winslow up. Claire with the ball. Claire now puts up a three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. Now the Lobos up 21-20. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second quarter. Akothley with the ball to Chi. Chi now looking to drive. Chi no look pass to Taylor. Taylor up and in. And one. As Taylor's going to go to the line, we're going to get a foul on the Lobos. Basket is good, and they're going to call that on Gian Jones. That's his second personal. That is the fourth team.
Yeah, sorry, I was definitely trying to.
Great officiating crew sent to us by the AIA tonight. Brian Sosi, Neil Yazzie, and Scott Baker. Both Mr. Clare and I have worked with all of these guys in football, and they are very good men. We're going to get a timeout here. The Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the Lobos do control the ball right now. And the Lobos thinking back right now in this half-court trap. And if you're listening on radio, it's hard to see, but on our broadcast, you can see the Lobos are almost jumping the ball. and they're doing that, and they're not able to get the turnovers they want, and they're not being patient. As the ball goes into Westover, Westover drives the lane. He's going to miss it. So Lobos becoming, I would say, impatient on defense. A good comment to agree with, Joe, or is there differing to go?
Yeah, very much so, and they're still jumping for passes, and if Winslow will continue to pass fake and find the open guy, they're going to get wide open shots, whatever they want.
Well, when you have David, Curtis, and Taylor, and they're all three of those gentlemen are in and out, so we don't know what they're going to do. David's going to inbound. David goes to Chi, back to Acothley. Acothley now to his right, being guarded by Westover and Udall. Over to Curtis, back to Chi. Chi looking for Acothley, no good. Now Chi's going to drive the lane. He's going to put it up. It's going to be no good. As Udall fights for the rebound, we're going to get a foul. As Udall comes down with it, it slips in one arm, but a little bit of time in the weight room keeps Udall controlling that ball, and they are going to give the foul to...
I didn't see what he's... Okay.
They are going to give it to Acothley, and that's going to be his second personal, first team, as Anthony Nezzi's going to check in. And I worry about Anthony Nezzi and Antonio Nezzi being in at the same time. So I just don't know how that's going to go.
Going back to what you had talked about, Aaron, they went to man after that and was able to get a bad shot by Winslow and was able to do that.
They were able to force it, and then we had the Udall. And right there, Claire comes back, and Claire just kind of loses the dribble off his fingertips, tries to grab it back in, and unfortunately, I thought it was more of a double dribble, but it is called with the travel and turnover for the Lobos. As Smith gets the ball, and Smith tries to, as the foul is going to be on Winslow. 55 White with an offense. They're going to call out a 55 White, and they're going to give Christian Smith the tee.
And it 100% is a technical. He's wondering what he's supposed to be doing, but he clapped right in the ball handler's face because they got a call. That's taunting. You can't do that.
As first free throw by Chi is good, and this is the technical free throw. As Smith's going to be whistled for the foul. Chi's going to put up both of them, and they're going to be good. As 24-21, Winslow up by 3. And Joe, go through that one more time because I almost lost track. We had a foul, an offensive foul on Taylor. We had an offensive foul on Taylor.
Correct.
And then Smith got one.
Smith started clapping in Chi's face because they got the call, and that's a technical. It's taunting in someone's face.
Gotcha. So now the ball belongs to Winslow. David with the ball. David inside to Curtis. Curtis. No, it rolls off, and now Udall with the rebound. And Joe, early on, Udall has been very effective on the board for the Lobos, down 3 in this effort.
Yeah, he's doing a great job getting a bunch of rebounds.
Lobos ball, Lobos drive it in. Westover puts it up, it doesn't go in, as we're going to have Taylor is going to get whistled for a foul. That's going to be his second personal, and that's going to be the third team. And just like that, the Lobos with 5 team, and the Bulldogs had 0. Now the Lobos with 5 still, and Winslow comes with the 3 as Antonio Nezzi checks in for Jalen Taylor. So Anthony Nezzi and Antonio Nezzi in the game for Winslow, as well as David, Chi, and Curtis. Nezzi, David, Chi, and Curtis for the Bulldogs. As first free throw was good, second free throw no good by Westover. So Westover makes his first. This is the second. Now Chi with the ball. Chi left, right. Chi looks. Back forward to Nezzi. Nezzi puts it up. That's going to be no good. Rebound that's Liam Brewer. But it does get knocked away. Curtis with the ball. Curtis back up. Then we're going to whistle. We're going to get a foul. And I think that might be on Gian Jones, and that is, do you have him as his third, Joe?
Correct.
I see the same thing you do. As Curtis is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And the hardest thing is, coaching is hard. It really is. But coming in for Gian now is Jaron Woodside, who already has 2 as well. So Snowflake's got to be really careful to not get out of hand with the foul trouble.
Curtis makes his first one, 25-22. I can't even respond to your comment because I'm trying to process, because I think you're exactly right. Curtis's second free throw is good. And there's Winslow spreading around that scoring as Udall gets the ball on the inbound. Forward to Brewer, forward to Claire. Now Claire taking over on the far side, back to Westover. Westover moving to the top of the key inside to Udall. Udall left, right. Udall puts a jump shot up and in. That's going to be no good. It's going to whistle out the front of the rim, and that's going to be Curtis with the rebound. And Curtis is, I don't want to say a wrecking crew right now, but Curtis is definitely one of the most effective players, if not the most effective on the court for either team right now. To Nezzy. Nezzy, no good. Doesn't draw any iron. Curtis with the ball. And Joe, I don't know how Curtis went from front side to back side and got that back and put it up and in.
Yeah, he's just a stellar athlete. Great footwork all the time. Goes after the ball all the time.
As Antonio Nezzy brings it down, slides to the side, puts it up and in. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it too. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As the Winslow Bulldogs have I don't want to say commanding, but it's a 6-point lead, and that's about as good as we've got so far. 30-22 in favor of the Bulldogs as Jalez Soki checks back in for the Winslow Bulldogs. Claire with the ball being guarded by Soki. Claire now crosses over the time stripe. Claire over on the far side. Takes the ball, now he comes back to the middle, now he drives from the other side, he slips, we're going to whistle, we're going to get a foul, and I believe Soki is going to get called with his first personal. That's going to be the 4th team, so no shooting for the Lobos. Minute 21 left in the half. 17 fouls to 14 fouls this quarter. Lobos definitely in the foul committing category. 12 free throws by the Bulldogs, 2 by the Lobos. Lobos might need to get more aggressive on bringing that ball forward, as it is to Claire. Claire left, right. Claire now drives the lane. Claire tries to pass it out, and he's going to get ripped away by Curtis. Curtis with the turnover. Curtis now forward to Nezzy. Nezzy stepped out on by Brewer. Now Nezzy left, right, over to Chi. Chi now goes left. Chi looks, sends it to David. David now guarded by Woodside. David tries to back down, but he sends it out to Soki. Back to David. David looking for Curtis inside, but now sends it out to Chi. Chi drives the lane. Chi puts it up and in. That's going to be no good as it goes in and out. Rebound, Curtis. Curtis and Westover tie up for it. It slips out. Chi gets it, and Chi puts it back up and in for 2 points. 32-22, 10-point lead, biggest of the night for the Bulldogs. Now forward to Claire. Claire to Udall. Udall now tries to drive the lane. Missed. We're going to get a whistle and a foul, as I believe they're going to give that to Chi, and I believe that is Chi's first personal, as Jacoby Chi, the freshman, not playing like a freshman right now, Mr. Claire.
Yeah, he's playing really well. Him and Curtis are just taking over, kind of like they did last time they played. They're on an 11-0 run right now.
Udall's first free throw is no good. Jet Udall, the junior for the Lobos. 32-22, Winslow on top. Udall's next free throw is good. 32-23, 26 seconds left. Winslow with the ball. Soki with the ball. Back to Nezzy. Nezzy now to Chi. Chi being guarded by Claire. Chi to his right. Inside to Nezzy. Nezzy loses it. Now it's going to be a tie-up on the ground, as we're going to get a timeout, as the Lobos are going to get that timeout to control it. 32-23, we're going to go ahead and take it to the Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SHOLOFord.com.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball. The Winslow Bulldogs on top of the Snowflake Lobos, 32-23. As Westover went down with the ball, and Udall quick responding with a timeout that gives the timeout to the Lobos, and it maintains possession with 7 seconds left. Udall back to Claire. Claire over to Brewer. Brewer inside, it's knocked away. Bulldogs have it. Bulldogs long court pass. Time's going to run out. 32-23 will be your halftime score as we go in at the intermission. We're going to come back and give you our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SHOLOFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
This is iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. It is time for our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. And a very busy second quarter. Mr. Clare, give us your thoughts on the first half.
Well, once again, it came down to turnovers. 15 turnovers for Snowflake in the first half, on pace for 30, which is a huge number for boys team. And Winslow only has 9, which is great. You want to be in that teens area for a game, especially as high paced as they. And then Jaden Curtis, he is dominating, just flat out dominating.
You know, he had no points in the first quarter, but he absolutely took over. But it's not just the point category we've got to look at for him. It is literally everything he's doing, because he came down on that one drive. We didn't see him, and all of a sudden he ended up under the basket for the rebound and the putback. And so Jaden Curtis doing a heck of a job. Right now, I would say getting close to our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass intent player of the game, but he can also be our glass man of the game too. Thoughts on the play of the play up top between Claire and Chi that you're seeing?
Yeah, it's a great battle. Chi hit his three-pointer while they were in that half-court trap and then got some second-chance buckets. I think they're doing a pretty good job on him, not letting him getting wide-open shots. Curtis is the main problem. And then for Snowflake, they got to do a better taking care of the ball. They have 2 starters that have a ton of turnovers this game with no points. And so that's just not a good recipe. And they've played well in the past. They just need to calm down a little bit, take it a little more slow, go back to the fundamentals, and be able to take care of the ball.
It does seem that when they pushed it forward a little bit, and they've been able to, they pushed it forward and they weren't able to finish on the other end. And what I saw a lot of, and this is just observation, I saw a lot of missed off the front of the rim, and then we have a tip rebound and we end up with the body on the floor and a jump ball. Now they get some of those jump balls back, but just it wasn't as clean as you want to see moving forward. And so I think this half, they need to look at that transition game for open shots, but if they don't, they're going to have to slow it down and work it in, because they have 3 guys that can cut that ball to the basket pretty quick. Actually 4 if you count Jacob Leduc, who's done a pretty good job of that. The other thing I would like to see is Angelo Martinez get a little more involved in the game. The part we saw him, he had a very good job of dishing the ball. And so Angelo getting involved and doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, I would like to see him in the game a little more, get involved, because he had 3 assists really quick. And then I'd like to see Christian Smith. I know he did have the technical, but that's just a motion. You sit him and you get him back in the game. He had 2 quick buckets when he was in from assists from Angelo, so they were working well as a team, and they're quick. I would love to see them out there together again.
Well, Gian Jones is in foul trouble, which is a thing we've seen out of Gian, and I don't know if it's because Gian's reaching, but it just seems that Gian's so good at getting to the right spot that sometimes he just gets those fouls called on him.
So he's handsy.
Right.
Gian is handsy, but he's used to playing a guard spot. He's used to being out on the perimeter, and you can get a little more handsy. When they're going up with shots down low and then you get handsy, you don't get that benefit of that non-call out very much, and so that's where he gets into trouble there.
I sure do like watching Gian get the ball on the outer perimeter and then drive to the basket, because it's hard to guard, and getting around Winslow's middle is something Gian can do. However, what is your answer right now to stop Jaden Curtis in his game?
You got to get a body. I don't care who it is. You're going to have to go by committee. You can't just say, well, we're going to stick with Jaron Woodside this half. If he doesn't get the job done, you got to go to Westover and tell him you got to box him out hard. Or Leduc, hey, Leduc, you're our most physical player. Get physical with him and get him off the boards.
Well, and we saw Leduc guarding him for a little bit, but that didn't last very. And I'm not sure exactly the breakdown of what went on, but Curtis is, I mean, point-wise, he's close, but close to being one of our point scorers. But I think Chi's our top point scorer. Claire's got 9, and Chi has 11. So
Chi's the leading scorer. I would say, the leading for the player of the game right now has got to be Curtis, because he has just beyond just point scoring, he has drastically changed the outcome of this game so far.
Well, we got to look forward to the second half, and that's going to determine our Mountain Mobile Auto and Tip player of the game, as well as our Deemers Glass man of the game. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, folks. Come back and bring you this second half. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Halftime Show. This has been iTalk 106.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back, folks, to Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for the third quarter. And that brings us to our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College. Now offering bachelor's degrees and business education. Northland Pioneer College. The Lobos inbound the ball. It goes into Jones. Jones with a hard drive to the lane. He puts it up and it's going to be no good. Now back on the other end, Curtis gets the ball and drives the lane. He's going to put it up and in and is able to finish 34-23. Bulldogs on top as Claire drives. Claire kicks it out to Udall. Udall three-point shot. That is good. That is good. Jet Udall with a comfort fit. Dentures. Three-point shot. Acothley with the ball. Acothley now to David. David drives. And Joe, this threat of all these, they have 3 guys that can sit out on the perimeter or go inside for the Bulldogs. It seems like it might be easy to stop, but the Lobos have had a rough time with it.
Yeah, definitely, and then they can't rebound once they do get a missed shot. So
as there is a shot right there. It's rebounded by Curtis. Now back into David. David's going to go in. He's going to have it blocked, but they're going to call Woodside with his second personal foul, and that's going to put David at the line to shoot 2.
That is 3 on him.
That is 3. I wondered that. I lost one in the first half, and I found it now. So that is a very quick one, and Coach Smith set to probably bring in as David's first one is no good.
With it being the third quarter, he'll leave him and Gian in with 3 fouls and just play that game, and then if they get their 4th, they'll have to sit for a while.
Well, that was on Woodside, correct?
Yes.
So Gian and Woodside, both your insides playing. As the second free throw is missed, Udall gets it forward to Claire. Claire drives the lane. Claire puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Landon Claire with the chance at the line to, as they went right at Curtis there, and Curtis gets his second personal. Joe, that's something I haven't seen the Lobos do either. Is there ever a time where the coach says, we need to go at him? If he's underneath, you drive at him and try to force him to foul you.
It depends if they feel like that's an advantage for them or not. I would make him at least play defense because it would open up Woodside on the backside.
Well, he's playing pretty good defense, but he's also letting guys by because he doesn't want to get those fouls, and then he's rebounding off those misses. So I would think they need to go at him a little more. As Claire makes both free throws for the Lobos, 34-28, Bulldogs on top. Lobos cut the lead down as Acothley brings it forward for the Bulldogs. Now to David. David loses it but gathers it back. Over now to Chi. Chi guarded by Claire, and that's going to be a double dribble as he did pick up the ball. Look at our replay here, and you can probably see that. Absolutely. You can see that. Great job by our team.
Because it was an easily catchable ball and that he dropped it. and that has to be caught. That's a double dribble. So great catch by Neil Yazzie.
Forward to Brewer. Brewer into Jones. Jones puts it up. No good. Rebound. Taylor. Jalen Taylor. A couple weeks ago, Jalen Taylor was our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Back forward to Chi. Chi puts up a three-pointer. It's going to be no good. Rebound is Jones. Jones loses it to Taylor. Taylor puts it up for 2. And you saw right there Jones back off because of those 3 fouls. He didn't want to get that foul. As Udall puts it forward, I'm not sure who Udall intended it for, but it goes through, out of bounds. Belongs now to the Bulldogs.
But right now, Snowflake only has one person on the defensive boards, it seems like, every time. And Winslow's throwing 2 or 3, and they're getting it done.
And Winslow's trying to drive the lane. They're looking to drive as it goes inside to Curtis. Curtis drops up against Woodside. Curtis puts it up, and he rolls it around. And Jaden Curtis with another monster 2 points to keep a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs as Claire goes left-right over to Udall. Udall, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound. Are they going to, as Jones comes in and tries to get it, we're going to whistle, we're going to get a foul. As I think they're going to actually call that on
Taylor,
or it was on Taylor. And when you look at the replay, that's who I was wondering it was going to be, is that's going to be Taylor's third.
Yeah, Gian got up in the air, and he kept boxing him out while it was in the air, and you can't do that.
That's a player control. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
You see it right there as he comes and kind of gets him from the back, too. So Gian actually, great position by Gian as Claire inbounds the ball. Over to far side goes to Jones. Jones with a 6-foot jumper, no good. Rebound, guess who? Jaden Curtis with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Chi with the ball. Chi brings it forward. Crosses over the time stripe. Chi left, right. Now off Claire's foot. It's going to stay and belong to the Bulldogs, but that's why they say you play defense with your feet, not your hands. Is look at that replay, and Landon Claire stepping in front of that ball. Now his team gets a chance to set up defensively. Chi to inbound to Acothley. Acothley now goes to his left, guarded by Udall. Acothley to Curtis. Curtis looks maybe for a 3. Now to Nezzi. Nezzi drives left, drives right. He puts it in the lane. Now he sends it back out to Chi. Chi now brings it out to the 28-foot line. Chi left, right. Now he backs it out even more. Forward to David. David over on the far side to Acothley. Acothley now to his left. Acothley to Chi. Chi, 3-point shot. No good. Woodside grabs that out of the air with the rebound. Woodside throws it forward to Claire. Claire now with 3-on-2. Claire takes it himself, puts it up. That's going to be good. Landon Claire, 2 points, and Claire quietly. Claire with a very quiet 13, very quiet. As Acothley puts up an NBA range 3-point, no good. Landon Claire with the rebound. Landon Claire has something to say. Landon Claire's going to take it. He's going to go close. Landon Claire up and in, 2 points for the Lobos. Landon Claire with the drive. Landon Claire, we have called his name 3 times in the last about 13 seconds. As now Winslow slows it way down. Now, Joe, what is the advantage here of Winslow slowing it down? Are they just trying to catch their breath or stymie Claire?
No, what they're trying to do is slow it down so Winslow stops forcing it and gets the ball to number 50, Curtis.
And the Lobos end up forcing a turnover as it goes out of bounds. Now the Lobos get it. Woodside to inbound as Woodside forward to Claire. Claire to Brewer. Over to Udall. Udall now drives. Udall puts it up and in. That's going to be good. Jet Udall for 2 points. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout as Snowflake brings it back within 4. However, the Bulldogs on top, 38-34, with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to play. The Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Show Fort's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com as Winslow takes the timeout. Now they are to inbound. And I was asking Mr. Clare between the break what was going on. And can you explain that? Because I think it's good to note as she goes in, misses shot. She gets a rebound. He puts it up and in. That's good for 2. As what has allowed Snowflake to get back in this ball game?
Yeah, it's just some bad shots by Winslow, some extended shots instead of getting it to their post players. And then Snowflake was able to run out and get some easy buckets.
As Udall with the ball, Udall puts it back up and in, and Udall having a thing or two to say. And Curtis was frustrated. And what Snowflake did to frustrate him, or was it him frustrating himself?
Well, they're trying to front him really hard, and so he's not getting the ball where he's been dominating, and he's getting a little frustrated by them shooting such deep threes.
As Chi drives the lane, he puts it up. It's good off the glass for 2 points, as now the ball's back to Smith. Smith over to Clare. Clare to Smith. Smith's at the top of the key. Smith looks left, looks right, now gives it to Clare. Clare now drives the lane. Clare puts up about an 8-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. As it slips off Woodside's hands, it's rebounded by Udall. Out now to Smith. As Clare drives again, kicks it out to Udall. Udall to Smith. As we were looking to drive and didn't, is now it's into Woodside. Woodside puts it up and in. It's a blind shot. It's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. And that is going to be out of bounds on the Bulldogs. As we look at the replays, did Woodside just lose track of where he was at?
He just rushed it.
Yeah, he rushed his
it.
shot.
He thought someone was coming weak side.
They weren't. He collapsed. Clare now to inbound for the Lobos. Clare long inbound to Jones. Jones now a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. And Udall's going to save that, but it's going to get in the hands of Curtis. And here come the Bulldogs up 42-36. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left as Nezzi gets the ball. Nezzi puts it up and in. That's going to be no good. Tipped forward. Lobos have it. Lobos now to Clare. Clare left side, left hand, good. 2 points. Landon Clare. As Landon Clare has come on and has 8 points in this quarter, but still down 42-38 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. Acothley with the ball. Acothley for the Bulldogs. He puts it inside, intended for Taylor. It's ripped away, stolen by Jones. Jones back now to Smith. Smith going to bring the ball up. Smith crosses over, forward to Clare. Clare, long three-point shot. That is good! Landon Clare, comfort, fit dentures. 3-point shot for the Lobos. 42-41, Winslow on top.
Great pass by Christian Smith there. Finding the open guy, hitting a jump shot. Great team player, Christian Smith.
Whatever they told Christian at halftime, he is absolutely seeing the court. As now Nezzi has the ball. Nezzi to Chi. Chi looking, now to Nezzi. Nezzi fakes to Acothley. Now he brings it out back to Chi. Chi, NBA range, three-point shot. Top of the key. That is good. Comfort fit dentures. Jacoby Chi, three-point shot. Forward now to Clare. Clare looks to put up three. Does it now. Finds Jones. Jones drives, misses. Passes forward to Udall. Udall slips out of his hands, goes out of bounds.
So that's
Josh
one of
David
those
to check
where
back in.
That's a shot for Gian. But he's frustrated because he hasn't hit in anything. I've seen him get really frustrated with himself. That's a bucket that he's got to shoot there.
He should, but I'm going to ask you this too, Joe. With his 3 fouls, how hesitant was that to drive the lane?
Maybe, but he has such a good jump shot. Rise up there and shoot it off the glass or whatever. He just was hesitant because he hasn't made anything.
Gian is just smooth. And the way he does things is just smooth. And I was looking for him. I thought it was going to be something to be on our highlight reel. Ball's now to David of the Bulldogs. David now to Chi. Chi looking now into Curtis. Curtis, drop step drive. No good, but he's going to be fouled. As Curtis has now a chance to extend the lead. It is 45-41, 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. 45.2 seconds left in this quarter. Again, 45-41. Bulldogs up by 4. Curtis at the line. He's going to shoot 2.
And that's 4 personal fouls on Jaron Woodside.
And I would think Coach Smith has, it looks like, as he makes his first one, and Brewer and Leduc are going to check in for Udall. And this is where I think Jacob Leduc gets a chance to shine, as he gets to guard Curtis. He's got, let's see, he has 1 foul. Get in there and do what he does best. Be physical and be a ball player. As Curtis makes his second free throw. Forward to Brewer, now to Smith, to Clare. Clare now to his right. Clare over on the near side in front of his bench. Clare looking to drive. Clare working off a screen by Leduc. Clare left, right, being guarded by Curtis. Clare now goes into the free throw line, drives the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul, as they're going to call that on Jacob Leduc. And we look at that replay there, and it's a as Leduc gets whistled for that offensive foul. Winslow with the ball. Chi with the ball. Chi bringing it forward. 47-41, up by 6. 26 seconds left in this third quarter. Chi being guarded by Smith. Chi now inside to Taylor. Taylor, 8-foot jumper. No good. Rebound, Brewer. Now Leduc. As there's 12 seconds on the clock, forward to Jones. As Winslow coaches get up telling him, get back, get back. As Jones with the ball to the middle to Smith. Smith now over to Brewer. Brewer 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Liam Brewer throws it up 1 second. No good, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter with the Winslow Bulldogs. A 6-point lead, 47-41. We're going to come back and have our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. This is Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back. Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk1067.com as we get set for the fourth quarter in our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College. Now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. Winslow to inbound the ball as they control the alternating jump. As David goes to Chi. Chi now to his right over on the far side. Chi's looking to drive left, right. Chi rolls, folds into Taylor. Taylor, 2 points for the Winslow Bulldogs, extends the lead to 8.
That actually should have been an offensive foul on Curtis there.
He leaned a little bit forward, I agree, but it is what it is as Smith goes left, right, Smith. And that's what we talked about at our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show is Christian Smith getting involved. And you look at that, he didn't even work off screens. He just went around, and Winslow's defense was so worried about man, they didn't collapse, and Christian's able to put it up for an easy 2 points. As there's Chi with the ball. Chi drives. He gets bumped by Smith. No good rebound, Jones. Jones loses it out of bounds, and it goes to Winslow. Lobos a chance to set up their defense as Chi is going to inbound the ball for the Winslow Bulldogs. Forward now to Acothley, to Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Jones. Back to Acothley. Acothley to David. David now at the 28-foot line. Now to Chi. Chi slightly over on the far side. Back to Acothley. To David. David driving, guarded by Brewer. Over now to Taylor. Taylor left, right. Back to David. David looking to drive, guarded by Brewer. Taylor, David puts it up and in. No good. Rebound, David. He puts it back up. It's no good as we're going to whistle, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to hit the out of bounds line as Curtis tried to get it, but he's going to tip it just before. Lobo ball down 8. No. 6. Brewer with the ball. Brewer, far side, near side in front of his bench. Brewer now to Jones. Jones being guarded by Curtis. Over now to Smith. Smith being guarded by Chi. Smith looking to drive the lane. Looks nowhere. Now he finds Brewer. Brewer no good. Rebound Curtis. Chi with the ball. Chi over the time stripe. Being picked up by Smith. Chi left to right. Now to Acothley to David. David 3-point shot. No good. And I thought that one was good as Jones grabs the rebound. Now Jones is going to be fouled. And that's going to go against Taylor. That's going to be his third personal.
That's his 4th.
You do have 4. It does say it up there, and so that is huge.
Taylor and Woodside.
It looks like Coach Jordan is going to leave him back in. Say what I'm sorry.
No, that Taylor and Woodside, both 4 fouls. That's huge.
Claire now over to Udall. Udall inside to Jones. Jones to Leduc. Leduc loses it, but I think Leduc was, I don't know if we can say this, Joe, but he was held by Acothley as he wasn't able to get to the ball. Look at that replay. He was tied up just enough, and he brought him back, and it was before the ball actually got loose. So Lobos with the ball out of bounds. And Claire inbounds to Leduc. Now Claire back from Leduc. Claire now steps over in front of his bench, now drives it to the middle of the top. Middle of the top is the same thing. Now to Jones. Jones drives the lane. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Curtis! As Jones goes up, puts it up, and is off the bottom of the rim, and Jones just really frustrated right now. As Chi goes up, puts it up and in, it's no good. Rebound is Taylor. Taylor puts it up, no good. Udall has a hand at it, but Leduc gets it. Now forward to Udall. 3-on-1 to Claire. Claire to Smith. Smith, easy layup. Christian Smith for the Lobos. 49-45, 4 points for the Bulldogs. Acothley with the ball. Acothley brings it over the time stripe, over on the far side. Now Claire falls around, and we're getting an offensive foul. As he had the ball, he tripped, he leaned, and Landon Claire was just right there. If we can get a replay of that.
It's a push.
Hey, no, he got his hand out. He absolutely got his hand out. We couldn't see that from our angle.
And that's huge because that's 4th on Acothley now.
That is
4 on
huge.
him, 4 on Taylor. So,
but we could not see that from our angle. I want to compliment our camera crew. Great job on getting that one. We didn't even see that until the replay as Claire gets the ball. Claire. Over now to Udall. Udall to his right. Now Udall's looking to drive, but back out to Claire. Claire with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Claire left, right, being guarded by Acothley. Now Claire rolls outside to Woodside, Woodside to Smith. Smith, 3-point shot. No good, rebound. Leduc gets it. Leduc almost gets it out of bounds, tries to get it back, but it doesn't happen. And Chi ends up with the ball. Chi brings the ball down for the Lobos. Chi goes to his right. He's looking to drive, guarded by Smith. Chi underhand scoop, and it's going to be a block on Christian Smith as Chi's going to go to the line now. Now, Chi is perfect from the line tonight, Mr. Claire.
yeah, perfect from the line. And to his credit, 100% that was a foul. I hate that that's a shooting foul because it's happening behind the basket. There's no chance of there actually being an actual shot to it, but Chi earned that, and he's money from the line.
You're listening to high school basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 and KNKI Sholo and Pine Top 102.5, a Kopanicki communication station. As Chi, no surprise, makes his second one. That gives them a 6-point lead, 51-45. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left as they're going to call that on David. I wasn't sure exactly what was happening there, but that, Joe, that is the 4th team foul this quarter by the Bulldogs. That could be a factor, is the next foul does go shooting for the Lobos as they are down 6.
I am telling Snowflake to attack the basket.
I absolutely agree with attacking the basket right now as Udall gives it to Woodside. Woodside now back to Claire. Claire being guarded by Curtis. Claire now goes right. Claire tries to shuffle the baseline. Actually, shuffle the baseline's defense. Claire tries to move the baseline. It's swatted, knocked away, ends up in the hands of Acothley. Acothley now waiting for his team. Winslow set up in their half-court offense. Forward now to Chi. Back to David. David now to his right. David now dribbles it out. Back to Chi. Chi forward to Curtis. Curtis being guarded by Leduc. Long 3-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures! 3-point shot. That is Jaden Curtis with a Comfort Fit Dentures 3-point shot, his first points of the quarter, and gives them a 9-point lead as Claire puts it up. That's going to be no good. Rebound Bulldogs. Acothley with the ball. Acothley now to Chi. Chi puts it up and is blocked. Swatted by Claire. Bulldogs get it. Goes back to Acothley. A Comfort Fit Dentures 3-point shot, 57-45. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left. The Lobos are going to have to come up with something really desperate here as Udall puts it up, and that's what they might need as Jet Udall with a Comfort Fit Dentures 3-point shot, 57-48. Bulldogs up 9. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left to play. Chi with the ball. Chi working off a screen from Curtis. Now to Curtis inside. Taylor to Curtis. Curtis off. That's going to float out of bounds, and that's going to be going to Snowflake. As I apologize there, Taylor was the screen, went into Curtis, missed it. Curtis got the rebound. The ball kind of was tipped, and it went up and out of bounds. Lobo ball, down 9, 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. As we're going to get a timeout, we're going to go ahead and take it to the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
5365972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com. And Joe, you brought up a very interesting statistic in that timeout.
Yeah, so Snowflake only had about 2 turnovers since halftime all through the third quarter, and then had 3 in a row, and they scored 8 points. Winslow scored 8 points just like that, and that's the difference in the game right now.
But 5 turnovers in the half is what allowed them to get back in that game, and that shows you, folks, what the turnover battle does. As Smith with the ball for the Lobos behind the arc, over in front of his bench. Now over to Jones. Jones looks to Claire on the far side. Claire now goes to his left, drives into Woodside. Woodside puts it up. That's good for the Lobos. Jaron Woodside, 2 points. Here come the Bulldogs as Chi slows it way down for the Bulldogs. Forward now to Curtis. Curtis over to Acothley. Acothley over to David. David back to Acothley. Acothley now to his left, right. He's being double teamed to Taylor. Taylor tries to pass, has it stolen by Smith. Smith goes down. Smith puts it up. It is going to be no good. Rebound is going to be Jones. Jones rips it away. As Jones gets it, loses it. Acothley tries to get it back, saves it, but saves it right to Jones as it goes off his head. Now Claire drives off that weird play. Claire puts it in for 2, 57-52. Bulldogs with the ball. And Joe, why are the Bulldogs slowing it down so much here?
They're slowing it down because they went to that half-court trap. They're trying to see what they're in, and they're just not making the right plays right now.
As Jones goes and he puts it up and in, that goes down for 2 as Jones steals it, comes all the way. He puts it up for 2. Gian Jones with 2. Taylor with the ball. Taylor over to Acothley. Acothley back to Chi. Chi over to Taylor. Taylor loses it out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Lobos with 1:29 left, 57-54.
Remember what we talked about on turnovers? Now that's 3 in a row from Winslow, and they've scored 6 straight. So that's just the difference of the game. Who can control the ball better in this last minute and a half?
Udall with the ball for the Lobos. Udall over now on the far side of the arc. Udall goes to his right, to the center of the key. He's at the free throw line. Back to Jones. Jones to Woodside. Woodside over to Smith. Smith now looking to Claire. Claire in front of his bench. Claire looking to create something. Now Claire looks, tries to find Woodside. Now he passes it out to Jones, to Udall. Udall over on the far side to Smith. Smith now, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now Smith drives. Smith sends it into Woodside. Woodside up. That's good. Jaron Woodside. And he didn't lose his position that time. Joey just went up and in. 57-56. Winslow on top as Cheese with the ball. We're going to get a foul, and that is definitely a foul right there. As the only thing that I'm concerned about is that does give Winslow a chance to set something up as he's going to take a timeout. Coach Jordan, we're going to go ahead and take it to the Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. And Coach Claire, Joe Claire, just pointed out that he thinks both teams have one timeout by his count, and that's kind of what we're both thinking here. As Winslow does have the ball, it is going to be David to inbound. That's Josh David for the Bulldogs. Josh David with a 57-56 lead, 52 seconds left. Inbound is to Acothley. Acothley now to Chi. Chi over to David. It goes out of bounds. And that belongs to the Lobos, a costly turnover by the Bulldogs, and that's their 4th turnover in what we perceive to be about 48 seconds on the clock. Udall with the ball for the Lobos. Udall now to Claire. Claire working off a screen from Woodside. Claire now looking left, looking right. Now Claire drives. Claire with an open shot to the lane, left side, left hand. That is good, landed Claire. And the Lobos have the lead. 58-57. Lobos on top as Acothley gets the ball for the Bulldogs. Acothley now to his left. Acothley looking. Now fires to Taylor. It's stolen by Gian. We get a whistle and we get a foul, and that's going to go against the Lobos. And if that is on Jones, that is going to be on Jones, and that is his 4th foul. And we got a bench warning on the coaching staff for the Lobos. And Mr. Yazzie has done a great job in explaining it to him, and that warning was very well deserved by the coaching staff. He calmly told him. I counted 4 times and gave the warning to Coach Smith and his bench.
Well,
However,
it's mainly because the assistant coaches were standing up.
saw that.
You got to stay sitting down.
We're going to get a timeout, folks. We're going to take it. The Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC, Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com. It is noted here by Mr. Clare, Snowflake has 3 team fouls. Another foul for them does not cost a trip to the line. However, Winslow, if they do foul, it does cost them a trip to the line with the Lobos. Now, if you're Winslow and you send Chi to the line, actually, Winslow's missed 4 all night. Snowflake has missed, they've only missed 2 from my count, but Snowflake has not shot a free throw in this quarter. Winslow has only shot 2, so most of our fouls have been non-shooting away from the ball.
And if you're Winslow, I run one-on-one screen and roll with Chi and Curtis, your 2 best players.
Chi to inbound. Chi tries to give it to Curtis. Now he sends it out to David. David's going to put up a 3-point shot. That's going to be no good. Udall has the rebound. Now Udall dribbles out of the rebound. Udall, 16 seconds left. Forward to Woodside. Woodside puts it up. That goes in. Woodside with 2 points. 60-57. Snowflake up 3. Ball is to Chi. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. Now Snowflake had a foul to give. That is on Udall. That is Udall's.
That's just a foul.
I think that's 3 on Udall. So, but that does give Winslow a chance to set it up. Coach Jordan is out of timeouts, down 3, 6.1 seconds left. So if you're Winslow,
No, that is not an intentional foul. That's what they're talking about right now. There's no way he was going for the ball.
If we can look at that on replay real quick and see, why are they sending the teams to the bench?
So that they can talk without anyone listening.
That's not a, Udall just ducked under that. That was not a foul. Udall was simply going for the ball. He actually tried to get out of the way. So they're sending both teams to the bench because they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that gives Winslow a chance to set up a play.
Make Winslow earn it.
What do you do if you're Winslow? Do you give it to Chi or do you give it to Curtis?
I give it to Chi and run a screen and roll, a high screen and roll, and let Curtis pop out.
They are going to call an intentional foul on Udall. So that's going to put Winslow at the line. That's going to put Chi shooting 2. As we have the advantage of replay, the officials don't. As here's Chi's first shot. And it is good. So 60-58. Now Chi makes his second. That Winslow has to put up 1 shot with 6.1 seconds left. Chi, that's his second one, is good. So Snowflake up 1 with 6.1 seconds left. The ball is going to be out of bounds at...
Call my timeout right now.
I call my timeout and collect my guys. They're going to call it. We're going to go ahead and take a focus Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back, Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com. We did get an explanation from the officials on that. Joe, go ahead with that one.
Yeah, they said Jet Udall stuck out his rear while Chi was in the air, which is an intentional use of a body part to cause a foul, and that's why they called it that way. We didn't see it that way on the replay,
but we're not out there calling
and the refs don't get replay.
And they don't get replay. And what we saw, and correct me if I'm wrong, is we saw him seeing Chi there and him trying to avoid the collision with Chi because Jet Udall did not want to put his team in a position. Nonetheless, Winslow has the ball, 6.1 seconds left, 60-59, and their ball. And so Chi to inbound. No, Akathlete inbound to Chi. Over now to David. David to Chi. Chi. 3-point shot. No good. No good. The Lobos, 60-59, come out on top. We have ourselves a good one now as we go straight to our post-game show. And talk about the sequence there, Mr. Clare.
I'm actually really surprised about the sequence. They did a high screen and roll, but to get Akathlete a three-pointer there, I would have liked to see Curtis. I think he's their best player, their most reliable. I know Chi had a great game, but Curtis wasn't able to get a touch on that ball at the end of the game, and I would have liked to see that for Winslow.
Landon! As we're going to go to our Deemer's Glass man of the game. And we're going to go with our glass man of the game. In a losing effort, we're going to go with Jaden Curtis. However, Jaden Curtis with 14 on the night. However, we're going to be joined by our Mountain Modal Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. And I'm going to go ahead and default this one to Mr. Clare, and he's going to tell us who our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass player of the game is.
Yeah, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass player of the game. I did not vote, everybody, just so you know. Landon Clare is the player of the game. Landon, first tell us about that comeback. You guys got down by 11 in that fourth quarter. Turned the ball over a bunch right in a row, gave them some three-pointers. What brought you guys back in that fourth quarter?
Our energy. We wanted it more. We really needed to win this game. We have a decent record on the season. We really needed this win to come out and have a chance to win region this year.
Awesome. So one thing I noticed late in the game is you relied on your teammates a little more. You passed the ball, trusted them, and they were able to make some shots down the stretch. Talk about that.
Yeah, my coach, he tries to get me to pass. Sometimes it's hard for me because, I don't know, I'm just selfish sometimes. But I started trusting my teammates. They knocked down tough shots, and we came back and won this game.
Yeah, I also noticed they made some really tough shots. What did you notice about – so first of all, Gian had, I'm going to say, a horrible game offensively. But talk about his energy late in the game and running that Z defense at the end.
His energy is just there all the time. His wingspan, he's huge, so he takes up half the court, and he's playing great defense on the ball, and he's rebounding for us. He's doing everything we need.
So great effort by Gian late in the game. So what propels you forward? You got two more tough games this week. I believe you got Payson and Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge beat Sholo just barely. The region is just up and down this year. What propels you? What do you need to do to keep this going in Payson?
Have a hard practice tomorrow. Come out and whoop Payson's butt.
Awesome. Thanks, Landon.
Thank you.
The Lobos come out victorious tonight with a 60-59 win. I appreciate Coach Clare, Joe Clare, joining us tonight and his commentary. A great broadcast. Thanks to all our crew, RJ, Linden, and Triggs on the camera, Mel, our producer. Your final from Winslow High School, the Snowflake Lobos come out victorious 60-59 in a great ball game over the Winslow Bulldogs. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Thank you.
This has been Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.